Have you noticed this? The older we get, the more tired we feel. Yet sleep seems harder to come by. And sometimes, the key lies in something very simple: the way you breathe while swimming. Hello, and if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you've spent many nights lying in bed for a long time, unable to fall asleep. Your body feels exhausted, but your mind stays wide awake. Small thoughts keep appearing one after another, as if your brain simply refuses to turn off the lights. Many people over 60 here in the United States have shared with me that they've tried walking, light gym workouts, herbal tea, even sleep aids. But the results don't last. What's interesting is that there's a very simple, very natural habit that most people overlook: steady breathing while swimming. Today, I want to share with you why simply changing the way you breathe in the water can help your sleep become deeper, calmer, and most importantly, more natural. Before we begin, please leave a comment below. How many hours do you usually sleep each night? I would truly love to read your story. Why do people over 60 often struggle with sleep? When we're younger, sleep comes naturally. We work all day, lie down at night, and fall asleep. But once we pass the age of 60, things begin to change. Not because we've become weaker, but because our bodies have shifted into a different biological rhythm. At this stage of life, the nervous system becomes more sensitive. The brain no longer shuts down as quickly as it used to. Even a small concern about health, family, finances, or simply an old memory can keep you awake for hours. Another important factor that's rarely mentioned is breathing. As we age, lung capacity gradually decreases. We tend to breathe more shallowly, more quickly, and often without awareness. This slightly but consistently reduces the amount of oxygen reaching the brain, enough to keep the brain in a constant state of alertness. Sleep studies in the US show that many older adults aren't lacking physical activity. They're lacking deep nervous system relaxation. Their muscles are tired, but their brains haven't truly rested. That's why some people can walk a lot, garden all day, yet still sleep poorly at night. The body is tired, but the nervous system hasn't been soothed. Breathing while swimming is completely different from breathing on land. The moment you step into the water, your body has to adapt. You can't breathe freely the way you do while walking. Every breath requires attention, even if you're not consciously aware of it. When you swim, especially slowly and steadily, you're forced to inhale quickly when your head turns up and exhale slowly and fully underwater. It's this extended exhale that makes all the difference. In neuroscience, exhaling longer than inhaling sends a powerful signal to the brain. There is no danger. You can relax. This signal activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest, recovery, and sleep. In other words, every time you slowly exhale underwater, you're doing exactly what many meditation practices teach, but in a more natural way, without effort. Many people call slow swimming meditation in water, and there is real science behind that idea. How does steady breathing while swimming affect sleep? 1. More oxygen reaches the brain. The brain consumes a great deal of oxygen. When breathing is shallow, the brain has to work harder to stay alert. But when you breathe deeply, slowly, and steadily, especially in cool water, oxygen delivery becomes more stable and efficient. This helps reduce the sensation of mental spinning, decrease racing thoughts before bedtime, help the brain transition more easily into rest. Many people report that after a few weeks of swimming with steady breathing, they no longer lie awake overthinking at night. Sleep arrives more gently without force. 2. Heart rate slows, the mind becomes calmer. When you extend your exhale, your heart rate naturally slows. This is a very important biological reflex. After age 60, the heart doesn't need to work fast. It needs to work steadily and smoothly. Steady breathing while swimming helps regulate heart rhythm naturally, without medication. As the heart slows, the brain receives a signal of safety. That vague sense of anxiety, something many older adults can't quite put into words, begins to dissolve. 3. Releasing the stress accumulated throughout the day. Some stress doesn't come from major events, but from small things, a conversation, a piece of news, a quiet worry about the future. Water, combined with steady breathing, acts like an emotional filter. When you swim slowly, you can't overthink. Your attention returns to your body, to your breath. That's when the nervous system truly rests. The right way to breathe while swimming. For people over 60, I want to emphasize this. You don't need to swim fast, and you don't need perfect technique. The goal isn't athletic training, it's creating a steady, safe breathing rhythm. While swimming, let everything slow down. Inhale gently, without strain. When your head goes back into the water, exhale slowly through your nose or mouth. Feel the bubbles leave your body, calm and even. If you like, you can count quietly in your mind. 1 count to inhale, 3 or 4 counts to exhale. It doesn't need to be exact. Just feel that your exhale is longer than your inhale. If you feel tired, stop. Stand in the water, place your hands on the pool edge, and take a few deep breaths. There's no rush. At this age, safety and comfort are always more important than performance. The best time to swim for better sleep. Many sleep specialists in the US recommend light physical activity in the late afternoon or early evening to improve sleep, as long as it's not too close to bedtime. Swimming for about 20 to 30 minutes is enough. No need to go longer. After swimming, take a warm shower, drink some water, and give your body time to shift into rest mode. Avoid spending too much time on your phone afterward. Let the calming effects of the water and your breathing guide you naturally into sleep. Many people say that on days they swim gently with steady breathing, they don't have to try to fall asleep. Sleep simply arrives. At this stage of life, we no longer need to conquer anything. What we truly need is peace in each rhythm of living. Steady breathing while swimming isn't a sophisticated technique. It's simply a way to return to your body's natural biological rhythm. If you're looking for a way to improve your sleep without relying on medication or placing stress on your body, try starting with your breath. Slower, deeper, gentler. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Vital Health Hub and join me as we continue exploring healthier, calmer ways of living, ways that truly fit our bodies at this stage of life.